Hello guys, welcome to my new video. My name is Aryan Fadi, and in this video we're going to discuss credit and debit cards. If you do like this video, then subscribe to my YouTube channel and press like so the algorithm gives you more like this video, and then share to all your friends. And of course, don't forget to press the bell icon so whenever I post a new video, you'll get a text. So, let's get started on credit and debit cards. In this video, this is the agenda. We're going to have a brief introduction, which is important because it'll introduce the topic to you. Then, we're going to discuss what is a debit card, then, what is a credit card. Then, we're going to look at core differences. Then, we're going to look why people prefer credit cards, why people prefer debit cards, and smart habits to improve. Okay, so let's get started on our introduction. Money is an important part of our day to day life. Cards are the modern way of using money. But most people don't know how they actually work. They think, oh, it's my bank. They just give money to me and I spend it. Understanding them helps you avoid mistakes, like, let's say you make fraud mistakes. Let's break it down simply and clearly. Some mistakes that people could make are overspending. Like with credit cards, you think, oh, the card just gives me free money. Then you spend as much as you want. See, that could be a big problem. The first credit and debit cards were made in the 1940s. That's just a fun fact. Okay, let's get started on our first topic. What is a debit card? A debit card, like what you may think is for all of the cards, is a card connected directly to your bank account. When you pay, the money leaves instantly. There's no borrowing or interest involved like there is with a credit card. It works like digital cash, like Bitcoin, anything like that you already own. So, this is a safe, simple, and great for daily spending. This way, you don't overspend like it is possible to do with credit cards. These cards help you stay disciplined because whenever you think about buying something, you think this is coming from my balance. Should I really be allowed to buy this, or do I really need to buy this? This makes you disciplined. These cards reduce the long term financial stress because with these cards, you're only spending money that you have, so you don't ever go in debt. So, do you get what a debit card is? If you do, let's go on to our next slide. What is a credit card? A credit card is a more complicated system than debit cards. They let you borrow money from the bank. You pay back later, usually every month, but it could be about every quarter, every half year, and every 2 years. If you don't pay in full, interest is added to the amount that you owe. This interest makes your money grow yearly. It could be something around 2 or 3%. It can help build your financial reputation. Rewards and protection make it useful and used wisely. Another thing that they offer a good is fraud protection. Whenever a fraud happens to you, it protects you from that and you can report it to the bank. They provide cashback like airplane miles. If you use them a lot, you'll get some extra money. With these credit cards, you might think of something else. Credit score. Credit score is how on time that you pay your bills. And the thing that helps with your credit score is that when you're taking loans out, people look at your credit score as is very important for taking out loans. So, do you get what a credit card is? So, some cards provide interest 0%. So, for a small amount of time, they give 0% interest, which helps you pay big amounts of money that you have loaned to the bank. So, let's get started on our next slide. What is core differences? So the core differences between debit and credit cards are very important. Debit cards use your money. These cards are good for staying disciplined, daily use, and yeah. Credit cards uses the bank's money. These cards can be good for big purchases, so you have time to pay them off. Debit is instant. Credit is delayed. Credit you have to wait for every month. Credit can create debt. Debit avoids debt. Credit um, is is worse for your financial stress, as you will get very stressed when when you're waiting for the end of the month, especially if you've been spending a lot of money. Both are useful, but for very different reasons. Debit cards are simple. They don't offer extra protection. They don't offer extra miles, but they um they they cut down on your financial stress. Credit cards, they give you financial stress sometimes, but they give airplane extra miles. They can help with fraud protection. See, they're good for different things. So, why do people prefer credit cards? Credit cards offers strong fraud protection. So if I order something from, let's say, Amazon or anything, then when it comes to my house, it either never comes or comes a different comes something else, or it is broken, and I can report it to the bank, and they'll give me my money back. This is called fraud protection. Debit cards don't do this. They give rewards like cashbacks or points, allow buy now, pay later flexibility. This sounds way too good to be true, but it could have some disadvantages. Help build a good credit history, which will definitely help you get a better loan. Are powerful tools when used responsibly. Credit cards are mostly used on big purchases, so you have to wait for the month. And yeah, so let's get started on why people prefer debit cards. Debit cards, it cuts down on financial stress. You can only spend what you have. There's no risk of interest or debt. It helps with budgeting and control. It feels more like you're using real money. It's simple and straightforward for everyday use. In conclusion, um, it's simple, it's straightforward. You're spending money that you have. It's more like digital money. And and then the downsides of this is that it doesn't offer fraud protection, extra points, airplane miles. But debit cards are good for a day-to-day use. They help people stay in control of their own money. So, smart habits. Pay your credit in full every month. This will help you from not getting interest. And this will help also your credit score for taking out loans. Use debit for daily spending to stay disciplined. This will make sure that you take care of your money and spend it at the right places and right times. Use credit for online purchases for fraud protection. Track your spending with apps or statements. Make an Excel sheet that tracks your spendings so you cut down on financial stress. Think before you swipe. Small habits save big money. Thank you for listening to my video. And if you like videos like this, subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the bell icon so you get a message whenever I post new videos. Bye.